What's going on, everyone? Matic here. In today's reaction rants, we're going to show on why the floor is lava.
Body toss.
Ew. Yeah, that doesn't need to bend that way. So this is a great example, and there's plenty of people in the comments of the video, but this is a great example of showing why when you are being thrown or taken down or something like that is why you don't want to reach towards the ground. Because trust me, your arm is not going to stop not just your body weight, but your opponent's body weight coming down on top of it. Now, with the tournament organization that I've mostly been a part of, USA, NKF, and WKF tournament circuits, we have a rule when it kind of comes to being thrown or taken down or swept or anything, is that technically, as the person falling or going down, we're not supposed to grab onto our opponent because it takes away their ability to get a score on us when we hit the ground. But pretty much everyone knows and trains, I would rather take the penalty of hanging on to a person than to be scored on. Especially considering that if you are scored on when you're on the ground, it's 3 points. And unless the penalty is done in the last 10 seconds, not that big of a deal. But especially within this video where I kind of slow it down a little bit, you can see that where his hand is right before he is thrown, he technically, if he had kept his arm around, he probably could have wrapped it around the thrower's head as he was being thrown, because he already had his left arm held onto. He could have gone, put him in like a very weak headlock, but he could have kept him connected, and then as soon as he hit the ground, could have immediately then wrapped his arm around into an underhook, which then would have kept the other guy's arms from going over. But by that point, he'd already landed. So at least in this situation, this incident would have been very avoidable if he had just thought about keeping a hold on the person and bringing him down with him. Because at least then he could have kept him from getting a advantageous position on him once he hit the ground. But because he decided for some reason in his head that nope, he's going to stop all of the momentum, but now his arm has been in the other direction and he is definitely not going to get a date with the female ref that they had. And again, most of the comments are all pretty much saying the same thing. Don't put your hands down, don't try to stop yourself with your hands, like always turtle up, tuck your chin. It's like, so they're all pretty much saying the same thing. One guy specifically saying that for no-gi people, they don't really have much to grab onto besides actually the other person. Whereas in judo and traditional jiu-jitsu, they at least have gis that you could grab onto and keep a hold of to try to keep the opponent. So it's just kind of figuring out on how to actually wrap your arms or your hands or maintain grips and stuff in no-gi jiu-jitsu, just so you don't make these amateur tight mistakes and you can have a longer competition in martial arts career. So I'm Matic, and I'll catch y'all later.
Yo!